How does temperature impact EV range? We set out to fully understand the impact temperature has on range, and whether all EV models were impacted equally. To find out, Geotab looked at anonymized data from 5.2 million trips taken by 4,200 EVs representing 102 different make/model/year combinations, and analyzed average vehicle trip efficiency by temperature. Our analysis showed that most EVs follow a similar temperature range curve, regardless of make or model. While both cold and hot temperatures impact range, colder climates have a larger impact. 70F, 21.5 C, is the vehicle trip efficiency sweet spot. Our data shows that most EVs follow the same efficiency curve by temperature, irrespective of their make, model, or year. The above graph shows the range an EV will get, on average, compared to its rated range at any given temperature. At optimal temperatures, EVs are performing better than their rated range, peaking at 115% at 70F or 21.5 C. So, most EV owners are exceeding the rated range of the vehicle in prime temperature conditions. As you turn up or down the temperature, however, the loss of range is apparent. At 5F-15 C, EVs drop to 54% of their rated range, meaning a car that is rated for 250 miles, 402 kilometers, will only get on average 135 miles, 217 kilometers. Cold gets a bad rap, but it turns out heat is also culpable. Interestingly, if you look closely you'll notice the range drops slightly faster, the slope is steeper, as you increase temperature. The real-world impact manifests less in hot temperatures however, as Earth's climate doesn't often hit temperatures beyond 122°F, 50°C, so we don't know, nor hopefully need to care, what happens to our range after that point. The cost of being comfortable. It's no coincidence that across the board the most efficient trips were taken on days where the average outdoor temperature was 70 to 71°F, 21°-22°C. Interesting fact, this happens to be the temperature at which we humans like to keep our homes. If you get into your car and the temperature outside is below 68°F, you are more likely to turn on the heat, above 71°F and you'll probably switch on the AC. Getting the cabin temperature to a comfy house-like condition draws energy from the battery that could have otherwise been used to move the car. Like humans, batteries also like to be comfortable and function best at moderate temperatures, although they're a bit more cold-friendly and tolerate a wider temperature range. An EV's onboard thermal management system is designed to draw energy to warm or cool the vehicle's battery as needed. This ensures it operates in that ideal range and also helps prevent battery degradation. Therefore, the car is working to heat/cool both the occupants and the batteries in cold or hot conditions. Tips to extend your EV range on hot and cold days. As outlined, the major offender for causing range loss in cold and hot temperatures is auxiliary load. Therefore, minimizing auxiliary load will help extend those miles. Take advantage of the amenities that come with your car, heat or cool the human, not the air. Be sure to use those heated seats and steering wheel. Heating the cabin air can draw 3000 to 5000 watts, and is much less efficient than heating your seat and steering wheel, around 75 watts, which transfers heat to your body via conduction. Using these increasingly common features can keep you comfortable without resorting to the cabin heater. However, in very cold temperatures, minimizing cabin heating can only take you so far, and you will still lose energy from your battery thermal management system. Precondition your vehicle. Just like you would before exercise, warm up before a long trip. If it's hot, cool down. Turning on your car's heaters while it's still plugged in will minimize the auxiliary load by warming or cooling your car before it starts its trip. Take advantage of the guilt-free preconditioning that EVs allow. If the option is available to you, park in a temperature-controlled garage to get a similar effect. Keep your vehicle plugged in on extreme cold or hot days. In addition to the benefits of preconditioning before your trip, automakers recommend vehicles are plugged in during very hot or very cold days when the vehicle is not in use. Note, this is not the same as actively charging, which is better to avoid in extreme conditions, particularly heat. Having a vehicle plugged in allows the internal system to maintain battery temperature controls, prolonging the life of your battery in the long run. Drive conservatively. No matter the weather, one factor that always affects your mileage range is how you drive your EV. Excessive acceleration and braking, and driving at high speeds all cost energy. And that's not just better for your mileage range, it'll also keep you and your passengers safer, especially on wintry roads. By anticipating the need to brake and avoiding harsh braking, you will allow your EV's regenerative braking system to work, recovering energy and storing it back into the battery. The only thing to bear in mind is that in extreme cold, the regenerative braking system will be less effective because cold batteries can't accept as much energy as warm batteries can. Use the Eco mode. Every EV has a slightly different function to their Eco mode, but generally they all work to reduce power consumption and increase mileage by reducing the energy supply to the drive motor and high energy consumption features such as cabin heaters. In winter, Eco modes can actually make your car safer to drive. By reducing the power to the motor, the car accelerates slower, which reduces the possibility of wheel spin on ice or snow-covered roads. Check your tire pressure. Tire pressure drops as the ambient temperature falls, leading to greater rolling resistance and reduced mileage range. It's really good practice to check your tire pressure every month, but particularly as the outside temperatures change considerably with the seasons. Know where your fast chargers are. Cold batteries have a greater resistance to charging, meaning that EVs charge slower in low temperatures. Make sure you have a 240V Level 2 charger available for your main charge, whether that's overnight or while you're at work. And if you're planning a long winter road trip in your EV, then it'll pay to map out where the fast charging stations are. As battery sizes have increased with new EV models, range loss has become less of an issue. Larger capacity means little impact on most daily trip needs, and charging infrastructure continues to expand for that occasional road trip.